All right. Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. You can see me, hopefully. You can see the presentation. Welcome to this demo day. It's a very special day as we have 3 batches graduating tonight. My name is Jan. I'm the city manager here in Cologne. And together with Munich, we would like to show you the pitches of tonight. Before we get started, I would like to show you a little bit about Le Wagon, what Le Wagon is about. Then we give you a small introduction about our students. And then you will look at 9 very nice pitches tonight. So to get started, just some key facts about Le Wagon. Le Wagon was created in 2013, so we have been doing this since 8 years. Today, we are on 45 different locations all over the globe. And until now, we have 13,500 graduates. And the employment rate from our students from 90 to 95%, depending, of course, on the city and on the location. In Germany, we are the 95%. We're very leading this, so we're very proud of this. Diversity is very important for us from the very beginning. We support a lot of women in tech movements, and we're always trying our boot camps to get a balance of 50-50 between men and women. Of course, there's a lot of startups you will see tonight, and a lot of startups have great potential, and there were a lot of startups, successful startups created out of Le Wagon. And yeah, they also raised quite a big amount. You can see on top there's Best Bootcamp. We're very proud of this. There's 2 big websites, SwitchUp and Course Report. We're leading the ranking since many years when it comes to reviews. And yeah, I think this is the community we're also very proud of. So, but what do we actually offer? We offer 2 different bootcamps. We offer our web development bootcamp on the first side, and then also our data science bootcamp. Web development means full stack development, so you will learn the back end, the databases, the front end, but also the user interface and user experience parts. And data science is about data analysis, of course, machine learning, small introduction into deep learning, and yeah, how to show your data, because we all know data can be quite messy sometimes. These 2 bootcamps can be done in 2 different formats. We have the full-time course. This is what we're seeing tonight, 9 weeks, very intense, Monday to Friday. And of course, also our part-time bootcamp for everybody who has a job at the moment, or, you know, are learning languages in the meantime, or, you know, they have to have families they have to take care of. And yes. So what do we offer? And I try to sum it up as much as possible. We are fast and guided. What does it mean? So the 9 weeks, we talked about it before, like you will learn a lot within 9 weeks. If you compare this to any other degrees, it's very fast and guided. You will always have teachers and teaching assistants around. Okay, and this is very important for us. And this is also one of our greatest assets, our teachers. And I think I can speak also in the name of all students that the teachers, you know, they were very patient, very helpful in the last weeks. And yes, we have a Yes, I assume this was okay. We have a very proven pedagogical concept. This was very important from the very beginning for our founders, that everything builds upon. And you can see in the back, trust the process. Every student in Le Wagon ever heard this. You know, it's built up upon each other. And even though sometimes it doesn't make sense, at the end of the day, it makes sense because it all comes together. And especially when we're then talking about the team working events. We have a product-driven approach, and this is very important for us because it does not make sense if you just learn one specific thing. You always have to learn the full thing, and the full thing in this case, you know, is how the project you're seeing tonight. Because even if you decide after the bootcamp to go into one specific area, which is perfectly fine, you still know how the other areas are working, and therefore, you know, the communication is given. All the languages we're teaching are best industry practices. So if you're going afterwards into the job market, everything you learn here you can also use at your new job position. We have a worldwide community, 45 campuses. I mentioned it before, but also our bootcamps are very diverse. So people are from all over the place. Also, right now, our students, I will come to this later. And of course, throughout the years, we built a great hiring network. A lot of companies, they always want to, you know, hire our fresh graduates before they're actually on the market for other companies. So therefore, this is, you know, a win-win situation, especially for our students. At the end of the week, of the 9 weeks, we have a career week. It's a whole week where we will help you to find a job. We'll prepare you, help to prepare your CV, your LinkedIn, your portfolios, coding interview, coding challenges, how to tackle them. It's a free week we just give out, and most of the time, 99% or even 100% of our students participate in it. Great. Let's talk a little bit about the financing option, because the bootcamp itself is a great 4-digit amount costing, but you know, as I always like to say, the investment into yourself, into your education is a good investment. And our first model is a self-funded model. Usually it's two different payments, a deposit payment and a balance payment in the middle of the bootcamp. And we're currently also working on a 12-month installment plan. Then we have something special in Germany called a Bildungsgutschein, an educational voucher. What does it mean? If you are at the moment a job seeker and you're unemployed, you can go to the unemployment agency, ask there for one of these vouchers, and you can do the whole bootcamp entirely for free. And then this third financing option we provide is an income share agreement, meaning you study first, and then once you find a job, you pay them back. It's a partner company we're working with. It's also a very nice thing. Good. Then this is enough about Le Wagon. Let's talk a little bit about our batch here. A few facts. So first of all, there's 2 campuses, as I mentioned before, Munich and Cologne today, and we have 35 students in total, and from all across the world. So we have somebody from the States, from Canada, from Norway joining us, from Spain. So really from a lot of different places. The average age is around 27, which also matches with most of our boot camps. It's always around the 30s, whereas the youngest was 17 and the oldest was 44. At this point, sorry for the grandpa emoji. I'm just looking for an emoji, but of course 44 is definitely not an old age. 360 hours of coding. I just multiplied 40 times 9, but I bet you anything, all of our students, they definitely invested a little bit more than 360 hours of coding. So this is really a lot of learning, a lot of practical learning. Good. Then who are our students? You know, there's two little pictures, and most of the time we categorize always sounds a little bit, but categorize them into 4 different groups. We have the upskiller, so people who have already have a higher education, are in their jobs and want to learn new skills in order to, you know, progress within the company. Then we have the career changers, people who are doing their jobs, but they don't want to do their jobs anymore. They want to transition into tech. So they want to do literally a 360-degree. And then, of course, we have entrepreneurs. Not too many, but oftentimes people have ideas and they want to really, you know, build them, but they don't really know how to build them. And, you know, hiring developer can be quite expensive. So therefore, you know, they want to, yes. And at the end, we have creatives. I never thought that creatives were like good coders, but like I really got proven wrong. There's a lot of creatives who are, you know, looking for a different way to express their art, and coding can be a very nice one of them. Good. So we're at the end. We have 9 pitches today, 6 web development, 3 data science projects. They were all built completely from scratch. So they were all from the, like, we didn't have them at all. Their ideas were coming from them. They were working on them. So it's a really crazy achievement they did there in the last 2 weeks. And all these applications solving problems, and it's problems I would use in daily problems, and these applications actually would help me in this sense. We're talking about remote work. We're talking about hospitals tonight, about some electric cars, about people who like sports, and people who are searching for new apartments, people who like cryptocurrencies, data and data movement prediction, as well as data separator. And yes, I think this is enough from my side. And I would like to give it up for our first pitch of tonight, which is Paula with Working Latte. And Paula, please give it up for Paula.
Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Paula, and I've been freelancing while working remote for around 4 years now. The thing is, I really hate working from home because it's very hard for me to focus and there's just way too many distractions. Actually, I'm sure most of you can relate to this if you've ever worked remote before. And that's why I really enjoy working from cafes where other people are actually doing the same thing and of course where I can have some good coffee and the downside of this is that I'm really not a morning person, and by the time I want to start working, most of the cafes I like are already crowded. And until now, there was no way that I could previously book a spot to work from them. And also, there was no guarantee for me to know that I would have everything that I need in these cafes, such as good Wi-Fi connection or even power plugs. And this is always an issue. And actually, it wasn't until last week when a really good friend of mine, actually Emily, she's right here, she recommended this really awesome website. It's called Working Latte. And this app allows me to previously book a spot in a variety of cafes in my chosen location and making sure that all of these cafes have everything that I need to work. And well, actually, I will be in Cologne next week because I have a meeting on Monday with my team from Wagon. And yeah, I just need to find a place for it. So let's see what's up in Working Latte and see if they have something for Monday the 6th, I think it is, in Cologne. So let's find cafes and see what they have. Okay, they seem to have a lot of places, so maybe let's scroll down. Actually, that one, this one looks pretty good, but we can scroll down and see a bit more. But yeah, maybe let's check that one out. It looks really nice, so let's check it out. It says cozy and quiet atmosphere and best browns downtown. I would definitely be down for this, but I always want to make sure to check the reviews and see, so let's see what people are saying about this place. Quiet atmosphere, literally wouldn't bring children. Okay, quiet. I have a meeting and I'm actually pretty loud, so I think I will definitely skip this place for now, but it looks really good, so I might want to save it on my favorites for another time where I have to focus on my work. But let's go back to the search. And I believe they have filters where I can maybe choose something different. So let's filter for a social place so that I don't have to worry about bothering others while I'm doing my meeting. And let's go down a bit more. Oh, and Smoke, actually, that place, I believe it wasn't there the last time I checked. It has 5 stars, so let's check it out now. And okay, chill atmosphere, great place for meetings and brainstorming sessions. It sounds exactly like what I need for this meeting on Monday. And okay, they're talking about some pancakes, which would be good too. So maybe let's check the menu. And they do have a breakfast menu there and lots of pancakes options. So I think I will definitely go for it. And yeah, let's make the reservation already. Or we might even want to check where it is just really quick to see if it's far from my place. Okay, it's good. Seems good, so we can already book for it. My meeting is at 11, so I think booking from 11 to 2 p.m. would be good on Monday. And yeah, so here I have all my reservations. And oh wait, I actually do have a meeting at 7 today, so that's like less than 30, well, like 45 minutes from now. So I guess I should get going, but let's first check the directions. I don't know how far this place is from here. All right, it's actually in Ehrenfeld, so not bad, but I better get going. So yeah, I guess you can already see how Working Latte is changing my life as a remote worker. And I really hope it can change yours too. But before I finish, I want to give a big thank you to the amazing Working Latte team, to Constantine and Alina that are watching right now from Munich, and to Emily that's right here. All of us have put a lot of effort and love into this project. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for listening.
All right, perfect. So thank you so much, Paula, for this first pitch. And for our second pitch, I would like to welcome Anna to stage. Anna's telling us a little bit about a very cool app where we can actually find nice sport places. But I don't want to say much, Anna. I will give you the microphone and then the stage is yours.
Hello, everybody. I'm Anna. I'm from Cologne, but I actually just moved to Munich to do that insane coding bootcamp from Wagon. And it's really exciting. I'm very happy to be here, but there's just one thing bothering me a bit, because usually after a really long day of work, I would love to, like in Cologne, I used to go out with my friends and we would meet up at some basketball court. We would dribble a bit around, or I would just grab my ping pong paddles and my boyfriend, and we would go to that ping pong table around the corner, and I would just destroy him. But so now that I'm here, I don't know either where to go, where to play, neither with who. So yeah, that's a bit of sad. But hey, I heard about that Sportious app that is promising actually to solve exactly that problem. So I just logged in on their website, and I'm wondering what they're offering now. So I guess I'd be entering Munich because that's where I am now. And yeah, sports I'm interested in, that would be basketball and ping pong. Let's see where that takes me. Seems like in a black hole. Yeah, I guess it's because there's so many courts, so it needs to load a bit longer. Let's zoom in a bit to where I'm living. That's actually right there in Schwabing. I think I'm feeling more like basketball at the moment. Let's check out what this is. Marathon, there are already one player checked in. Okay, let's see. That's a cool photo. Looks really nice. It's even well rated, 4 stars. Okay. I could get directions. Well, I think where that is, it's just behind the corner. Reviews, that would be more interesting. Record, good lighting, cool people. I think that's all I need to know. Yeah, cool. Let's see what else. Lessons. Would be cool to even be able to, yeah, you can add lessons. That would be cool for ping pong, I guess. Okay, there's one at 7 tonight, an athletic training and basketball for $4.50. Well, that's still affordable, but I think it would be right what I could need tonight. And okay, maybe I'll join that training. Okay, and what is this part? I could let others know. Yeah, just like I saw before, there's already one player checked in. I could check in myself as well. So if I head off right now, I would be there, I think, for 6:45. That would give me time to warm up as well. And then I'll guess until 20, that would be enough time of playing basketball. Yeah, check in. Cool, that worked, okay. So 6:45 until 8, bit of basketball tonight, nice. But about that ping pong table, I'm wondering, that was just right next to that basketball court. Maybe you could check this out again, because I just, as I told you, love ping pong. Let's zoom in, yeah, right there. Okay, yeah, let's see what that court is, because I would really like to offer my skills as well, so that others can join lessons, okay. Add a lesson, let's go. Okay, title, that would be top spin rallies. And I think, yeah, that would improve spinning skills. Yeah, that would be a nice skill. Start time, let's say tomorrow, Saturday, like from 1. That's not too early, not too late, until 2, I guess. Yeah, an hour of spinning, that's all right. Price, give it €1 to get started. Yeah, cool. There's my lesson added. So tomorrow, I think I will do some ping pong. Okay, nice. Let's add our court to my favorites, and I think then I should get going to not miss my basketball training for tonight. Thanks a lot. And most of all, I want to give big thanks to my great team, that are working remote. And, yeah. Thank you, boys.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us here tonight on the Munich campus as well. It's a shared presentation, of course. We have students in Cologne, students in Munich who got to meet, who got to hang out and switch between locations as well. That's not the only reason why this demo day is especially interesting. Today, we're also presenting a lot of data science projects. We're very, very happy that we had a shared campus. We're very, very happy that people from those boot camps could meet. And the data science program is very specific due to the topic that are being taught there, right? So For me personally, I've always been wondering, what can you do with this? Data science is a little bit of the art of predicting something, right? And our students keep on going and going and building things that are even crazier than before. And one of these groups, Phil, who's going to come on stage here, is going to present something very, very interesting. So please welcome Human Action Recognition.
Thank you, Dion, and welcome to our data science project. It's called Human Action Recognition. It's done by Alan, Julian, and myself. So in a nutshell, it's about a given video, and we want to analyze the action which takes place in this video and label the video therefore correctly. So why is it useful? And to put it into context, so this algorithm is used for self-driving cars to recognize what's going on the streets and taking action therefore. You can also use it for training videos on platforms like YouTube or TikTok, or you can just categorize your own videos on your personal computer. So the target of our project was to create and train a model which is able to predict the action in a video. The data we used therefore was from DeepMind Kinetics. At first, it's a data set consisting of 650,000 videos with 700 different labels, but due to because it was computational too expensive, we had to switch to a different kind of data sets, which is UCF100, which is around 150 per label and 100 labels. So our technical approach looked like this. We have a video which you can see on the left. We take out images, we build a model, we get a prediction, and hopefully it's right. To be more precise, the things we did first was to get frames out of the video. As you may know, a video consists of a sequence of images. So we took 10 images. After that, we had to resize them to have a standardized size. And as you can see on the right of the screen, you have to resize it correctly in order to get all the information out of the pictures. Also, you have to get rid of the colors, because the colors are dimension of the input shape, and so we just take red, blue, and green to minimize the size of the data. After that, we could finally start with building our model, which basically looks like this. So it's a neural network. On the left, you can see our input, which is a sequence of images. Then you put it inside a so-called hidden layer, which we have 4 of. So these are convolutional layers. And you can imagine like you have a magnifying glass and you go through every image, and the algorithm is trying to find patterns which are unique for each label, and then put it into the classification layer, which you can see on the right, and you can see also like some of the labels, and in the end it gives you the right label of the video. So in theory it looks like this, but in reality it looks like this. So here you can see our website, and we don't want to let the kitten wait, so we start. To start, you have just to click on Browse Files. You upload your MP4 data. You can see a little preview, so we know in the end if we got the right prediction. So if we click on Get Prediction, we basically extracting the frames out of the video. And as you can see, we got juggling balls, which is right. So this was not by accident. To show you these, we have a video of, I think it's slicing onions, and hopefully we get also this label right. It's now being analyzed. And there we go, it's cutting in kitchen, so it's not cutting onions, but it's pretty close. And what we all Germans love to do is rowing, so I'm pretty sure that we get that one right. Yes, of course we do. So now let's get back to our slides. So we have some future plans for our model, because we were just able to train it on a small data set. We want in the future to increase the data set, get more videos, extract more frames from the videos, and also increase the number of labels to predict. And also we want to host it on the Google servers, so we don't have problems with the computational expensive. And that's it. Thank you for listening, for coming to campus, and thank you to the whole Le Wagon team, and thanks to all of you guys. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Munich. We're continuing with a pitch, which I think of an application which is very, very useful. I think especially the last years, especially last year, have seen that our workers in hospitals are overworked more and more, and like planning their shifts is very, very important. And therefore, I would like to welcome Thomas to the stage. And yes, give it up for Shifted. Thank you.
Good to go. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Thomas, and I'm a nurse. We have a lot of problems right now, just as Jan told us. And one of them is shift planning. So, for example, if there is an emergency at the hospital, our management right now has to go through telephone lists and call every one of us from top to bottom. This is really frustrating because some of us might be pressured into taking the shift, while others don't even get the call and never have the opportunity, even though they would have liked to work on the shifts. So this is really frustrating, and it doesn't have to be this way. And this is where the cool new app Shifted comes in. So here we are on the main screen, and I can see all the relevant information in one place. I have the next shift I have to work on. It has the date, it has the time, and if I click on it, I can also see that the colleagues I work with and maybe details that are important to know. The next thing I see are the emergencies, and this is what I was talking about in the beginning. With Shifted, our management team has the opportunity of creating an emergency shift, and everyone on our team at the same time gets a notification and can jump in if they have the time. You can also see that emergency cases have bonus points. And this is also a cool feature that Shifted comes with. So it worked like this. Our management can add bonus points to the emergency shift. And if we take the shifts, we get the bonus points and we can collect them. And we have enough. When we have enough, we can use them to get some prizes, like maybe a day off or something else the team agrees on. The next thing I see are other open shifts. These are for colleagues or myself when we have something coming up and want someone to jump in. We can also add bonus points if we want to incentivize others to help out. All right, so cool. Let's check out the calendar. So here we see all my shifts for December, and we can also see emergency shifts with a red bell icon or other open shifts with purple icons. But let's actually see if I can help someone out. All right. It looks like the only day would be today, or maybe even the next month. Let's check January. All right, cool. Yeah, there, the 4th of January. So let's go to our main page and check out that shift. All right, yeah, she's sick. That's unfortunate. And there are also 2 bonus points. Perfect. So let's hop in there and take over the shift. And let's ask her if there's anything I need to know. That's all right. Perfect. All right, so let's go back to the calendar. Oh, we already got an answer. Perfect. Yeah, it looks like to be a normal shift. That's cool. So let's go back to the calendar then and see if I can get rid of this shift tomorrow, because I really have to chill out there. So let's jump into the shift and let's see. I am already offering this up. And I can change my mind if I want. So maybe just tap that. And yes, it works like that. Now I also have the opportunity again to offer it. So let's enter some bonus points and offer this one up. Perfect. This worked well. And another cool feature Shifted comes with are the preferred slots. So let's check out the profile and scroll a bit down. Yes, here you can see I have the opportunity to signal to our management team if there are some days I really like to work or I don't like to work. So let's change it up. Yeah, no early shifts. I'm fine with that. Let's take some other shifts, and it works like a charm. Perfect. Let's check if maybe someone already took over my shift tomorrow. That would be cool, right? And it works. My shift is gone. I'm super happy. And with that, I think I'm gonna give my colleague a call, because this app is really cool, and I think it really helps me out. Perfect. Thank you. And the biggest of thanks to the whole team, Veronica from Munich, Morgan from Norway, and Carl right next to me. You guys did amazing, and this is really cool. Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you, Thomas. What a beautiful app. You did really well there, and so many features. So for our last pitch here in Cologne tonight, I would like to introduce Adam to the stage. Adam is going to present an application which is very useful as we have more and more electric cars on the streets. But of course, there's the urge actually to find places to charge your cars. And Adam has a perfect app which will solve this problem. Adam, please.
Hello, everyone. All right, so got a big problem. I just bought an electric car. It's an electric Panda that my buddy Arby recommended, and it is garbage. It's always running out of electricity. And right now, I'm visiting my buddy in Munich, and I need a charge. I'm desperate. Luckily, my other buddy, Marcel, recommended this really cool app called ChargeSharing. And it's this app where I can rent a charger from another person if I need one, or I can rent out a charger that I have for money. So it's pretty cool. So let's check it out here. So we're in Munich right now, and I'm at my buddy's place. I would like to find a charger near his house. So let's click maybe on this red marker here. Let's see what that does. All right, so this one, plug type 2, that's good. Cost is good. Electric Lamborghinis only. That's not going to work, and it's unavailable anyway. So let's not use that one. Let's try another one. Let's click on one of these white markers. Yeah, let's click on that one there. Let's see. Okay, plug type 1, cost is good. Roses are red, violets are blue. My car just blew up. Pew, pew, pew. It's available, but that doesn't sound right. Let's get rid of that one. That's garbage. Okay, yeah, let's try that white one there. Let's do it. All right, plug type 1, cost €9 per 15 minutes. That's a little bit expensive, but wicked fast. Yeah, okay, get ripping down the Autobahn in no time. Let's do it. Let's book it. All right, so I'm going to click the Charge Now button. Okay, got to enter my details. That's pretty common. Luckily, I've memorized my credit card from all my online shopping. And that's that. All right, so let's save the card. All right, perfect. Okay, so I've got the location. That's awesome. Start time, perfect. Hey, the timer's already running, so I'm getting charged. That's perfect. Love getting charged. All right, so now that that's happening, let's go to the menu button, and we'll go to the My Chargers page, because I want to add my girlfriend's charger. She lives in Cologne, so we are just going to add her charger. So we're going to click on the plus button, and we're going to type in the address. Perfect. Maybe we'll do 53. Perfect. Thank you. And the cost. Let's do €10 per 15 minutes. She wants some extra money, so might as well make some. Plug type 1 is perfect, and it's an awesome charger. So we'll save it as that. Perfect. And let's see that. We'll create that. Perfect. Okay, so there we go. Awesome. Got my chargers at home. That's cool. So let's go back to the menu button. And we're going to check out my profile page. So let's go to that. As you can see, I've got my personal details here. I've got my current booking, which is awesome to see. That's working. Let's scroll down a little bit and check out my charging history. I've made a couple charges recently, and they've worked well. Yep, and if we keep scrolling down, we'll see the people that have rented my charger. And so I've been making some extra money when I'm not at home, which is really cool. So that's nice. Let's go back up to the top for a second, because last week I had a bad experience with a guy, and I'm wondering if he left me a bad review. Let's check that out. No, I've got 5. Okay, so he didn't leave me a bad review yet, so that's good. Okay, so I'm happy with that. You know what? Let's end our booking. I feel like my crappy red panda's got enough of a charge. So we'll click stop booking there. Let's see what happens here. Yep, you can just click stop booking. I'm just gonna click it. Perfect. It's the Wi-Fi, you know. All right, so payment successful. That's awesome. It cost $1.19. That's easy. I don't know if I'm going to save this one of my favorites, even though I could, but I'm going to write a review because there was a very aggressive cat blocking the driveway. So probably won't use that one again. Aggressive cat. Perfect. Yeah, very aggressive. All right, so we'll submit that. Excellent. And I'm almost done here, but I'm just going to double check. I'm going to go up to the top search feature. I'm going to type in Cologne and double check that my girlfriend's charger was added. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, cool. There it is. That's awesome. So I think that's everything then. This app has been super useful and super easy to use the past couple days. Thank you, Marcel, for recommending it to me. I'm looking forward to using it a lot more in the future. Thank you, everyone. And last but not least, I would like to extend a very special thank you to my teammates, Benny, Jonas, and Leo. You guys rocked it, and working with you was a blast. So thank you. And
all right. So maybe you have worked in an office setting before, right? Imagine your old data analyst role, wherever you were working, and you might have stumbled across an Excel sheet or maybe a Google sheet that you've been using in the past. But where does data science begin? Like, how much of those entries do you need before you can even start working or predicting anything to make sense? Maybe you're used to a few thousand entries, maybe to 10,000. That's all still too little, still too small. You have to think higher, you have to go 100,000 and much, much higher. And as you can imagine, not all of that data is gold. So the manual effort of, diving into it and picking what you need can be quite complex. And one of our groups, Classipy, has created a nice learning model in order to create learning models. Please welcome Eloisa and Malik.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Our project's called Classipy. We're really excited to be here to present this to you. My team, Gabriel, Marek, Omer, and I discovered a big pain point because we were working with so much data and we wanted to solve it. So everyone who's worked with data knows that data is dirty. Like, there's a lot of inconsistencies with data. There's a lot of columns that you have to understand. You have to get familiar with your data. And this is a very time-consuming process. Actually, data scientists, they say, spend 80% of their time cleaning the data. So before cleaning and all of that, before being able to do any analysis or any machine learning model, the data also needs to be transformed. And a machine learning model could be used for a search engine or for a Netflix recommendation engine, for example. So all of this needs to be transformed. So let's think about this problem. We have a table or a file with 200,000 rows and 50 columns. And we don't want to spend all that time understanding each column, one by one. So we created something to solve this problem. We have a web app where you can upload a file, and then a machine learning model is going to give you predictions about what type of data you have in each column. And then if you're a data scientist, for example, and you want to create these machine learning models, you can also transform your data in a way that it can be actually consumed by the model. So if we, so how did we do this? How did we manage to get these predictions done? So when we get the data, we transform it and we get some attributes of that data that then we can input into our model. So actually, it's several models that we created in-house. We have 5 machine learning models plus 1 conditional model that we worked on. And then we put this through a voting system that determines the type of data and returns that to the user. And we have a data scientist here today who's working with a ramen data set, and he's going to show you how this product works. Marek, take it from here.
Hello, and thank you, Eloisa, for the introduction. So, right here we have our website. I'll go on Browse to select my ramen noodles CSV, which is actually a table. And let's take a look at the preview. In the preview, I'll see the IDs, for example, in the front. Those are integers, which are whole numbers. Okay, what else do we have? So we have noodle types. Noodle types is like what kind of different noodles we have. So it would be like a categorical feature. And so you have like, it's multi-categorical because you have 4 or 5 noodle types, for example. What else do we have? So we have a price. Price is like a float. So float are decimals. And right here we have the euro sign in there as well. So this will get us problems when we want to make a prediction with our model because the data has to be clean. So this is one issue. Also we have, so we have a date. Date times represented are often represented like this. And what else do we have? Okay, times seated. So another problem is that, of course, we see 80 or 25 minutes, and this is we of course understand those are whole numbers, and this is our integers for. But the problem is the algorithm, or actually the models, don't understand what does this minutes mean behind of the numbers. And okay, what else do we have? So we have takeout, for example. This is categorical as well because takeout, yes or no, but it's binary. And user feedback is another thing we could have. It's just text because everybody will write something else, and yeah. So let's see what I can do. I can go on Get Summary and Predictions. So I'll go and Submit. And further down, I will see in the summary that we have 12 columns, I think, yeah, and 2,000 rows. And we have to wait for the predictions. Oh, there they are. And let's see what we have. So we have the column names, which is really nice. And right next to the column names, I have my predictions. So right here, I have the customer ID predicted as an int. That's fine for now, actually. Let's see what else we have. We have price. Price is predicted as a float, but no, that's fine. But quantity, that one's float, but it should be an int. So I want to change it. So I can change it right here. I pick int, and also I would like to pick another transformer for the quantity, and I will take standard scalar. It's just some other transformation I can do to the data. And for categorical features, let's see what we have. Example would be the noodle type. So this is text. This is wrong as well. So this has to be categorical, multi-categorical. And I want to do one hot encoder. That's fine. Okay, what else can I do? Okay, so now I want to train my model. Well, download the CSV first, but I have to go up, because I want to deselect the customer ID. There we go, because that won't help me with my model so much. And now I will go down and go on transform. And it will give me my, first it will give me a preview, and then I can look what Classipy did to my data set. I can take a short look, like a preview, and then I can go on download as a CSV, and then I have my table, and I'm ready to go train the model. I've saved lots of time, and so I'm a really happy data scientist. All right, thank you very much, and big thanks to my team. It was awesome to work with you, and I look forward to more work with you guys. Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much, Classipy. Going into another topic, you may have heard of NFTs, right? You may have heard of these non-fungible tokens, digital pictures going for absurd amounts of money. At this point, you know, the million barrier has been reached. And I bet quite a few people here would love to invest in a digital picture, in an NFT. But I also bet that a lot of people wish they would have invested in some cryptocurrencies a while ago. Now, of course, there's a lot of questions. How do I get into this? How does it work? Where is the market? What does the market look like? At least this was one of the questions that one of our groups was thinking about a lot. And for that reason, please welcome our next group and Sebastian.
Thanks a lot, Dion, for the introduction. My name is Sebastian. I'd like to talk to you about Crypto for You, which is an awesome application you can use to restructure and visualize all your crypto trading data. And as Dion also said, maybe you all heard about the cryptocurrency. It's a crazy new space, lots of different cryptocurrencies. You heard about Bitcoin, and every week, every month, there's a new all-time high. And it's just crazy keeping up with the stuff. But there's more than Bitcoin. There's like Ethereum, Solana, Polkadot, lots of cryptocurrency. And if you are trading them, it's really important to keep track of your trading data. It's really not easy. And for example, if I want to buy one cryptocurrency, let's say Polkadot, and I want to buy them with euro, maybe it's not possible. I need to buy Bitcoin at first, and then I buy some Bitcoin with some euros. And then 1 week later, I want to buy the new cryptocurrency Polkadot. But maybe in this period, Bitcoin made a huge rise, and the value was rising. So I need to tax this increase in value. And it's really tedious to keep track of this data. And normally, you would need an Excel sheet to structure all your data and keep it manually inside. So that's really not comfortable. So there's Crypto for You, which is really awesome. And you can simply upload your CSV file from your websites like Kraken or Binance or CoinMarket, whatever they are called. And I already did that, which is nice. And I can have a look at my dashboard. Look at this nice landing page. I like it a lot. So we have here my dashboard, which is nicely structured. I can see on my left side, I have all my assets, which I'm holding. I can see the current value of my assets, which is insane. Nearly €500,000 euros. I simply invested a few $100s a few years ago, and just look at them. And then we have a pie chart with all my currencies, and which is nice. I can, for example, click on Bitcoin just to see how my portfolio would look without the Bitcoins inside the ratios, which is nice. That's cool. And there's even a feature, the leaderboard, which I really like. Let's click on it. And you have this gold status and silver status and bronze status. And it depends on how regular you are trading, how many trades you're doing, how much money you earn from starting your investment and to the current point. So you can see who's really an expert in this crazy space, and not just talking about, I'm a real expert in Ethereum, but he actually doesn't know anything. So there's Crypto Peter right on top with a high score. I think I will write him and ask him a question about Solana, which is a very, very new cryptocurrency. Maybe he can help me something and explain some things. So let's send him a message. And now we can head back to my dashboard and have a look about all my trades and taxes. That's the key feature. And I can see all my recent trades I made. And as you can see, it's even easily seeable what I have to pay for taxes. And that's crazy about crypto. If you're holding one crypto token for longer than 1 year, you don't have to tax it in Germany. It's tax-free, the sell. But as you can see, my Solanas, I bought them at a price of only €2.67. but I had to sell them at a price of 224 euros because that's insane. But it was in a period which was lesser than 1 year, so I have to tax the gains, but I think it's all right. I got the money, no worries about that. So yeah, let's head back to my dashboard. And I think I made a call with a friend, Marcus, and maybe I can help him explain some things about cryptocurrencies. So as you can see, this nice application, Crypto4You, already helps me so much to easy my life, to save time. And maybe I can help now Marcus with a video call to explain him some stuff about cryptocurrencies. So thanks a lot for your attention, and thanks a lot to my team, Marcus, Louis, and Finn. They were amazing, and yeah, thanks a lot. Start investing in crypto right now.
During the beginning of the pandemic, a lot of people started picking up new hobbies. I mean, some of them, joined the bootcamp and learned how to code and build data science projects. But other ones may have started to become a little bit more artsy, right? Some people picked up drawing and painting, while others tried to learn some instrument. I know that I tried. And it's just very, very difficult, right, to follow up within these spaces, to watch videos, to translate whatever you need into something usable, especially as a beginner. And I know for sure that one of our groups here was thinking about that issue a lot. It's a complex issue, but Autotab has got you covered. Please welcome Uno.
So welcome everybody, thank you for showing up. I'm here to present our project that we built the last 2 weeks. Called Autotab, and it's about generating guitar tablature online automatically. So first of all, let's get a bit into the context of the whole issue. So what is a guitar tablature? A guitar tablature, as you can see here on the right, is basically a simplified version of music annotation. So instead of having to be able to read all these notes up there, which probably none of us can, everybody would be able to understand the lower part probably very, very quickly. And guitar tablature is the easiest way to learn the instrument. It's much easier than reading notes. But one main issue that you encounter is that they have to be manually generated. So, and there's no incentive to publish them. The problem we came across, or that I came across oftentimes being a guitarist, is that you want to learn a song, but there is no tab available anywhere online. So you basically go out there, you search forever, but often nothing shows up. And our idea was to generate a tool that would do this automatically for you. So none of this is on the market yet, but this would be a great idea. The data we used for this was a guitar set, which had over 13 gigabytes of music, mostly acoustic guitar recordings, the annotations to those, and the target of our model was to generate information that we could map on a fretboard to display properly and make tabs. So as you can see, even on Fiverr, you can pay people to do this for you, up to 30 euros, just to tab out one song. And our program would basically do this automatically for you. And we spent a lot of time on this the last 2 weeks, so let me demonstrate you what it does actually and how it does it. So as you can see here on the bottom left, there's an audio file as your computer would recognize it. So it doesn't make any sense to us, I guess. But what our model basically did, we did pre-processing and we turned these audio files into images containing the different ranges of notes that were played in this audio file. Furthermore, we would also basically take these notes then, put it into our model and transform it into something that you could actually play and you could actually work with. And now I'm going to head over to my colleague Josefa in Dubai, and he's going to talk a bit more about our product itself, and it's going to show you how it works.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Thank you, Bruno. Welcome to the Autotab Guitar Tabs website, where we can automatically, easily generate guitar tabs for any song. Just click Browse File and choose the song. And here's the song that's played. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish Brunky a very belated happy birthday. This is birthday yesterday, Brunky. Thank you so much for the 2 months of amazing teaching and guidance that you've given us. And now at this point, our site has automatically generated the guitar tabs to play the music. It's the notes on the guitar and the frets that they need to be played on. That's the basic guitar tab that you could get when you download manually made guitar tabs. But our product takes it a step further, where you can actually see all the different frames of the guitar tab to play, which is like the 0.2 seconds of music into these frames. And it actually shows you the way that this particular song can be played, as you see over here. So now let's see how does this compare with guitar tabs that you download online. Let's take another song, which we got the guitar tabs from Ultimate Guitar. And these are the tabs which we used to play this particular song. As you can see, in the beginning of the song, there are single notes. And towards the end of the song, there are chords, which is a set of multiple frets which are being played at a time. And this is how our model has generated these tabs. And it has managed to get the earlier notes as well, the single notes. But as you can see, the numbers here are different as compared to the numbers here. That's because we have an ergonomic system which looks at the different, the easy playability of these notes with frets closer to each other. And also, as you scroll down, the chords are also being detected with the chord combinations and the fret combinations to play these particular chords. And of course, once again, we can use our melodic composition to actually see how the strumming should take place and where the fret changes actually appear. Now, also for guitarists like Bruno, who just made a new song yesterday, he would have to spend 20-25 minutes documenting the song down. But here it's as simple as put it in the system, and guitar tab is automatically generated for you that you can document. So now back to you, Bruno.
Thank you so much, Josefa, for this tech demo. Let me give you some more information about the project itself, so about the milestones that we achieved in the last 2 weeks. The first week was mostly about building the model, cleaning the data, and getting everything ready. Then we were able to get our first predictions already last Friday. This we had to transform in something workable, actually, so we had to put a whole lot of logic in it to actually make it real guitar tabs that would be playable. And at the end, we were able to host it on Streamlit, so everybody of you can actually access it, if you like, to tab out your own songs. And now, furthermore, to the model outcomes. So we took 13 gigabytes of audio, as I explained before. We looked at a wide range of different genres, different kind of playing styles, etc. And at the end, we were able to get an accuracy of 75%. A small disclaimer on the side also, as Josefa mentioned before, on the guitar, it's very complex to map out exactly the right notes because there's a lot of complexity and a lot of different possibilities how you could play things. So this was a big part of our work as well. And now to the business applications, how could you actually use our model? So one idea was that you could have a guitar player app, a guitar teacher app, sorry, that would allow guitar teachers to grade their students' homework, furthermore to be able to transcribe music automatically so they could save a lot of time. Another point would be a music player based on tablature, which would be a great feature for guitar players because many times you just read a tab but you don't know how it will sound, so it's very hard to play it. And the last option that we actually chose was a standalone website that would just allow musicians to generate their own tabs and give them a guide to learn a new song if they like to. And further features that we would like to implement in the future is increasing our model to be able to distinguish between different instruments and create tablatures for different instruments, and not just for the guitar. Make ensemble models, boosting the model, partnering with Ultimate Guitar to actually get more data and create more realistic tabs. And furthermore, we could also increase the amount of music theory that we coded in there to make it even more accurate. So we're a team from 3 countries, and in 2 weeks we were able to do that. And I'm very, very, very glad I worked with these guys, and also big thanks to all the TAs and teachers who helped us out. was great. And yeah, thank you very much for your time.
All right, so quite a few of our students moved to Munich for this bootcamp, and one thing that we know is a fact is we always say congratulations, welcome to Munich, and good luck trying to find an apartment. Imagine, you know, either the location is not nice, or who knows, maybe your roommate is trying to learn how to play the guitar. So you are looking, and one of the groups started thinking about, hey, how can we make this process a little bit easier? Please welcome Sebastian, please welcome FLAZY. Have fun.
So thank you very much, Dion, for the warm introduction. So welcome from my side, guys. I have some exciting news to share with you. So I'll be starting a new job soon. However, the bad news are that I have to move flats as soon as possible. So a good friend of mine recommended me a very sophisticated platform called FLAZY, which basically helps me find my ideal flat share for the future. So earlier today, I already registered. I put in my current flat share, and so now I go on flat hunt for my future one. Let's do so. All right, so basically what can I see here? I can see a dashboard, and that's telling me basically that I have no matches at all, neither for finding a new flat nor for finding a new flatmate for my current flat. So I think that's a call for action to go and search for a new flat. All right, what do I see here? So this is basically a luxurious flat, searching for a new flatmate. However, the rent with 1,100 euros per month is a bit too expensive, so I would rather decline that offer and not apply for it. Sorry, Jack Taylor. Then what do we have here? We have a large room in an amazing flat share with a rent of 885. However, the flat looks a bit empty, so I also rather not apply to that one. All right, this one looks quite cozy. It's located in Leopoldstraße 206. The rent is also quite affordable given my new job, so I quite like it. The room size is quite good with 15 square meters, and also the apartment seems to be quite cozy. Let's apply to it. All right, so I think at this point I also need to give the provider or the host of the flat a bit of some time to review my application and then decide whether to decline or accept my application. So 2 hours later, let's go back to our dashboard to see whether we have any matches. And look here, Olivia Fletcher already accepted our application, so she seems to be quite interested in meeting us. Let's book a flat visit if that's possible. So amazing, we can see that she has 3 dates left. Let's book the first one at 11 a.m. on the 5th of December. Magnificent, and I can see also on the calendar in the red symbol down there that we have the appointment booked. Magnificent. So now I think I need to go to the flat and let's say review it and to make basically a final decision. So 3 days later, assuming that I have seen Olivia's flat and I thought it was an amazing visit, I got along with her quite well and I had the impression that she found me quite sympathetic as well. And I'm basically just waiting for her to make me an offer or maybe to write to me that, sorry, Sebastian, that didn't work out. All right, and what do I see here? Olivia made an offer, amazing. Given that I found her quite sympathetic as well, I would like to accept the offer. Amazing, so I found a new flat. What do I have to do now? I need to find a new flatmate for my current flat because I'm moving out. So let's do so. All right, who do we have here? It's David Miller. It's quite a detailed description about him. However, he's already 27 years old, and given that I'm living with students who are a bit younger than him, I think he's a bit too old for our flat share at the moment. Who's that? That's John Smith. However, same applies to him. He's already 28 years old. I think that's also a bit too old for the current flat. And this is Mark Jackson. Interesting, I would say, given that his profile is quite sympathetic as well. Let's accept him. All right, and who's that? That's Lisa Baker, originally from the United Kingdom. She's going to work as a full-time designer here in Munich. She's 24 years old. I think she fulfills all the criteria as well. Let's accept her as well. All right, it seems like that these have been all the applicants to my current flat share. Let's go back to the dashboard, and I can see that we have basically 2 matches, one with Mark Jackson and the other one with Lisa Baker. So at this point, I would say we need to wait until they book an appointment for my current flat share and see how we get along with them. So that was FLAZY. Thank you very much to my amazing team, to the entire Wagon team, and also to the audience for listening.
With this, our demo day is unfortunately coming to an end. Well, not for us, but for everyone else joining. We had 23 students from all over the world. As Jan already mentioned, we had a cross-campus boot camp. Warm greetings to Cologne, warm greetings to everyone who's joining us remotely today. I hope you had fun. We definitely did. I know the students had a lot of fun building these projects, even if they didn't believe that for some time. We had a wonderful time. We're very thankful that we had everyone here. We wish you a wonderful evening and have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.